welcome to a 90 Day Fiance group therapy right here on the Big Vito brand. I am your host, Noel with Russo, and we will be talking about TLC's 90 Day Fiance, all the updated news that's going on this week, all the happenings that are going about this week. It's been a huge week for 90 Day Fiance news. We broke the news on Friday that Larissa has been fired from the program due to her participation in Cam Soda shows online. Larissa has lost her contract with TLC. They were currently filming her and Eriki, but they are no more. She is done. She violated her contract by doing the shows, which is very difficult for me to understand, because if you have people that are out here doing these only fan accounts and these only fan videos and things like that, why can't Larissa do hers? Is there something more we are not hearing about? Larissa did confirm the information on Sunday, but our exclusive group, Facebook.com/90 Day Fiance group, we broke the news first as soon as we heard it, that there were some rumors, and Larissa liked something very strange that tipped me off that something may be going on. I did a little bit of research and I found out she was released from her contract. So what's Larissa going to do now? Is TLC going to end up bringing her back if she stops the Cam shows? What is going to happen with Larissa? We're just going to have to wait and see. She is not the only cast member who has been officially let go from the TLC show. Baby girl Lisa, who we have talked about previously and happens to be, I guess you would say, a popular cast member. Would she be a popular cast member? She has a pretty decent sized following. Her and Usman were married on the show. They are now estranged from each other, but she apparently has a new boyfriend that the rumor mill is making, and somebody actually pointed out that she had gone live on Instagram and the boyfriend's hat from a picture was hanging on her bedpost. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know. You think baby girl Lisa's already moving on from Usman, Soulja Boy? We're going to do a little bit of an expose about baby girl Lisa at the end of the show. But right now, I want to try to start to catch up on some other cast member news. Do you guys remember John and Rachel? Everybody loved the John and Rachel story. They met on a karaoke app. He was in England. She's in the United States. And they sang a duet together that was beautiful. They became friends. She was pregnant at the time, and he was with her online as she gave birth to the baby. He was on FaceTime with her, and they had a really cute story, and they ended up getting married. He's been helping her raise Lucy, albeit long distance. But the great news for John and Rachel is she had been laid off her job, which wasn't very good news for Rachel. But the good news is that she is now working another position from home full time, and their visa got moved up. So they're waiting for their interview any day now. They said they're going to be heading back to the UK in May 2021. She's going to take her daughter Ella, who has not been allowed to be on the show. So the trip will not be filmed. Her father will not allow her to appear on 90 Day Fiance. But their visa got moved up. So let's keep our fingers crossed for John and Rachel. Let's see if they are the next to be reunited here in the United States, and I wish them all of the best. Let's move on to Tell All News. Guys, we got part one of the tell all this week, and we did on our Facebook group, we did a little bit of a stream along there where we had people commenting as they were watching the show. And I thought there was a lot of things that were interesting to talk about. I think the first thing I want to tackle is Kalani and Asuelu. They didn't know if Asuelu was going to be on the show. He previously had moved out of the house, moved in with his mother. He explained that he could not stop playing volleyball during the pandemic. Is Asuelu 5? Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be I don't know, like, a jerk. But seriously, you have two small children, very small, with small immune systems and a lack of vaccinations because they haven't reached of age yet. You're going to go out and you're going to play volleyball and expose your children to the coronavirus during the heat of the pandemic. I agree with Kalani. He wasn't being safe. He wasn't wearing a mask. He was doing hangouts. Asuelu tried to compare it to going to the grocery store. Volleyball is not essential. I'm sorry. As much as my husband loves volleyball, it is not essential. You don't need to play volleyball, Asuelu. You need to worry about your family. So she had asked him to leave. On the show, her sister, his sister and Kalani's sister together had a little bit of a confrontation. They were talking about this sending the money home, and he works part-time giving out yogurt samples. Okay, I understand that they're on a TV show and they make money, but these people are starting behind the eight ball. They got married, they were expecting a child, they already had a child, they live in her parents' home, they're not on their own, they're trying to get ahead. Children are expensive, and I don't think there is a lot of health insurance involved in selling yogurt. So um for me, the asking of money, I understand it's traditional. I understand that it is something that they do. However, yeah, sending $1,000 home is probably not going to happen for somebody that's giving out yogurt samples. Like, I'm sorry, like I'm not a billionaire and I'm not a rich person, but I couldn't just continually send $1,000 home. I don't think a lot of people in the positions that we are in this country can do that. Sending what you can to help your family, that's fine, but she's mother's also being taken care of in the United States when she's here. So I think that I agree with Kalani that maybe sending that money home when mom is in Washington is not the best choice when you have two children that are going to need things. They're going to need clothing, they're going to need food, they need shelter. She's relying on her parents. I really don't think it is fair for her to have to send thousands of dollars home when they don't have money. Now, confrontation is building because a lot of people are offended by Asuelu's family, especially his sister, because she has been so vocal in wanting a divorce and wanting to fight everybody, which I think is hysterical because you want to fight. You want to fight all these people, but your 60-year-old mom held you back from fighting Kalani. So I don't know if you're going to be out there like tearing up the world, but she has a bad attitude, guys, a bad attitude. So I think that that is going to come to a head between her and Angie. I think that they're going to blow up on the next section of the tell all. The other thing that was offensive to everybody was the fact that Asuelu had never heard that his mother said, "I don't care about your kids." That's their grandmother. And I understand things get said in anger, but you should never say you don't care about your grandchildren. No matter what happens, you should always care. I understand that there's certain toxic family members you can't have a part of, but guys, come on. I don't care about the kids. Seriously? You don't care about your own grandkids? That blew my mind. So we're looking forward to what's going to happen with Kalani and Asuelu. Are they going to seriously have an issue going forward? Are they going to break up? Harry Barnett just joined us in the chat. He's a friend of the show. Hi, Harry. He's ready for his reality TV drama, which we are presenting here. Harry, we are talking about, and friends who are joining us, we are talking about the tell all 90-day fiance, which was a huge blow up, and a lot of different things had come to a head. I don't want to talk too much or get into too much detail about Andre and Libby, because Andre and Libby kind of took up a lot of our last episode of the show. Really, though, I just think that Libby's family is like uber super rude. I'm sorry. And I like Libby. I just think her family is so freaking rude. They wanted to pick. The girl sat in the kitchen when she was in Moldova and said, "What does a girl have to get? They get some eggs and bacon," but then complained that they were fed pork fat. So we're going to be particular about what part of the pig that were served in different countries. And then continually saying, "Oh, Moldova, I expected so much poverty. These people are poor. We're eating peasant food." Seriously, guys, bring it back down. Like, You are playing yourselves out. You are trying to act like you are holier than thou when half your family has mugshots floating around online for unpaid child support and DUIs. So, really, bring it back down. Another thing is, Andre, I don't think that you should sell real estate in Florida. It might be a bad idea for you. Maybe you should look into doing something. You're a handy guy. You're a handsome guy. Go do handy, handsome guy things. Selling real estate in Florida. I live in Florida. You don't want to sell real estate here. That seems a little. It's sometimes a shady business. Look at your father-in-law. He's involved in real estate. Do you really want to be involved in the same thing that Big Chuck is involved in? And his son Charlie looks like every time he sees that clips of that wedding or anything from the wedding, he looks so bitter. But somebody brought up the fact that he didn't pay for Charlie's wedding, even though Andre said he did. Somebody said that he paid for Libby's wedding and his her sister Becca. But here's the thing. Those are the only two children that haven't been arrested. So I guess old Chuck paid your legal fees, guys. Maybe you should be thankful that he reached into his pocket to pay your legal fees. Libby didn't have any legal fees. He didn't have to pay him. So he gave her a wedding in Moldova. Big deal. Move on. Get over it. Stop worrying about your father's finances. He's a grown ass man. He'll worry about his own finances. The family Libby frustrates me to no end. This is why I can't talk about it. And Andre, not the nicest dude on the planet. He's very old fashioned in his thinking, but he comes from a country that's the way they think. And sometimes we have to adjust when we come to other countries. And sometimes we have to adjust to those people as well. Libby's family didn't bat at home on the adjustment to Moldova. So I don't think they should expect Andre to come out and do the same for them when they didn't have the courtesy to do the same in his country. Whew, that was a mouthful. See, I can't get into this Libby and Andre thing. It winds me up. So let's move on. And we touched a little bit on this couple at the opening of our show. We're going to go back and we're going to talk about Cody and Larissa. Larissa made her full face debut on the tell all. And as Andre said, she looks like Michael Jackson 3.0. That nose that doctor left her with, like I said, I'm nobody talk about noses. I broke my nose 2 times, but girl, he didn't leave you much to breathe with. That is a tiny, tiny nose. I think Larissa looked fine before. I don't know why she needed all that stuff. Colt said the American dream must be to look like Dolly Parton, and maybe for Larissa it is. She's been taking a hell of a beating online because she has borrowed all this money from Ergi and to get this plastic surgery. It says everything I do is for my kids. The kids thing hasn't been touched on all that much on the show, but it was mentioned that they had never told Debbie that she did have 2 children back in Brazil that she had left in Brazil. Debbie zinged the shit out of her in the show by saying, my greatest moment of my life wasn't getting new boobs. It was the day that my son was born. And she looked right at her with that shit eating grin and she knew she had got her. That's right. Larissa still has her children in Brazil and she's paying all this money for plastic surgery. We don't know if Larissa sends money home. We have no way of telling that, but she says, everything I do is for my children. She has borrowed, rumor has it, upwards of $75,000 for plastic surgery. She recently had abdominal surgery where she had a tummy tuck, a butt lift, and liposuction. She talked about it a little bit on the show. She is currently recovering from that right now, according to her Instagram, which she has put on private, guys, because she has been fired. And I don't know who said it, but they said it best. She's doing pay to play at this point. She was fired from TLC for doing cam soda shows. She has a YouTube channel. She has an Instagram, but she put that Instagram on lockdown Sunday and she has not opened it up yet. So everybody is speculating what is her next move. She is continuing with these cam shows. She claims to have made $100,000 on her first cam show. Now, can we believe that people paid $100,000 to see Larissa's new poopies and new facey? I don't think so. I have seen clips because I'm not paying for anybody's fans only. I have seen clips of the fans only account. And I don't know, Larissa. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be paying anybody $100,000 to look at all that. But there have been other cast members that have opened up fan only fans accounts. Colt has recently opened his own, and I don't know. He has taken some pictures that are online. I don't know if I would pay. I'm not sure what is on it, but Colt did talk about on the show his affinity for sending pictures of his own D. And I was tipped off by Missy Sampson, my dear longtime close personal friend, that there are pictures floating around of Colt's D. And for research for the show, and with total regret, I can tell you I did look it up. There are not only photos of Colt's D, but there's a video. And it is definitely him because it is in front of his fireplace that we see prominently featured in his Las Vegas home on the show. Guys, Colt is up to some business. Now, here's my question. Larissa is on these cam only shows, okay? Colt is out here sending this stuff to people on Instagram and DMing people, sliding in on the dark side for free. Does he keep his contract with TLC? Does he violate his contract? Larissa wanted to yell about morals. Morals. Okay, she is doing an organized cam show. He is out here sending pictures of himself in compromising positions and video to young ladies and women that are requesting these things. Does he keep his contract, and how is that fair? I would love to know what you guys think. Make sure you go over to 90 Day Fiance Group Therapy on Facebook and let me know. Inbox me. Don't send me any nudes. Inbox me. Tell me what you think. Pop into our chat. Let me know how you feel about that. Do you think that that is fair? Now, Larissa said on the next Tell All episode, she is going to have breaking news about Colt. She has a secret that she has not put forth publicly about Colt. Does it involve Debbie? Does it involve another woman? Does it involve another man? We don't know. We have to wait for the tell all. But speculation is floating around that it could be pretty serious. I don't know if it involves these pictures or these videos that are on the internet of Colt, but time will tell. We will find out on Sunday night when the tell all comes back. Also on the tell all was Michael and Angela, who happen to have rumored in the works their own spin-off show. She has the same agent as a lot of the other people, including Darcy and Stacy, Gina Rodriguez, who has obtained her services, and she will be looking to get that spin-off for Angela and Michael. The big talk of the tell-all was, why was Angela wearing a face mask on the tell-all? Now, she claims to have had dental work done that abscessed, and that the air exchange was making her mouth hurt, so she covered her mouth. But many clever people on the blogs, Reddit, and Instagram have noticed that Angela was all scratched up on her arms and her face was covered at the same time. What is the scoop here? What is with Angela? What happened? Was it really a case of dental emergency, or was it a case of somebody got in a fight? Was there a cat fight? We all know that Angela will go out there and beat some ass. She has not made it a secret, even challenging Asuelu's sister during this tell-all. So is the truth out there? We're going to have to look for it. Did Angela get in a fight? Did she fall down? Did she lose her teeth? What happened? Did she get caps? What is going on with Angela? And we need to find out, guys. If you know the scoop, like I said, jump in the chat, DM me. I'm trying to find it out. Just like I'm still trying to find David's bowling record that does not exist. Doesn't exist. But we're not going to talk about David and Lana tonight. That we went into a full expose last week on David and Lana. But Michael and Angie are still together. They're still married. They talked a little bit about her mom's passing. They talked a little bit about him and lap dances. He Said he got one in college. She said she was her first lap dance. Oh my God. But they are moving forward. They're hoping within the next year that their spousal visa will come in. I think Michael earned it, guys. He's been in this sucker for the long haul, man. I think he should be allowed to come in the United States. I welcome him here. I would like to see a spinoff with Angela and Michael. I find their story very, very interesting. I know people have a lot to say about classy, trashy, this and that, but you know what? It sells, guys, and people are going to watch it. And I like Michael. I actually do like Michael. Angie's a little crazy where she sticks everything in her bra, but like, all right, girl, like seriously, you went out there and got yourself your little Nigerian. You go, girl. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. I feel really bad. She's very upset about her mother, and I can understand that. It's very difficult to lose family members, but it seems like there is something going on with Angie that we need to find out some more about. I mean, maybe she just got veneers, but why is she all scratched up, guys? I'm going to keep looking into this, and hopefully next week I'll have a little bit more information for you to let you know. Now, what I really would like to get into is I want to talk about baby girl Lisa. We opened up the show a little bit about a rumor baby girl Lisa has moved on from Soldier Boy Asman and has decided to see someone else. There's also a rumor she's opening up her own fans only fans account so people can see whatever that presentation is going to be. Absolutely terrified, guys. I have no idea what that account is going to contain. She has put out a diss track for Soldier Boy, I guess, where she talks about being the boss and this and that and the other thing. But over the past several months, there has been a lot of going back and forth with her. Now, baby girl Lisa Ham is from Pennsylvania, where I'm originally from. York, Pennsylvania is where she lives. She's 53 years old. She is not the one that applied for TLC. Soldier Boy is Usman. He proposed to her over FaceTime. That was their proposal. He said, "Baby girl, marry me," and she said yes, which is interesting. They got married against his family's wishes, and they are still currently married. Now, here's where things get a little crazy. Lisa came out and tried to say, "Oh, we're not broken up. We just blocked each other on social media." She finally came out and said, "Well, I think Usman scammed me." That could very well be, but he really wouldn't have that much of a reason to scam her. And I understand a lot of people go, "Oh, those Yahoo boys in Nigeria and whatever," but he has a career going there and he's making money there and he's in good standing in that country. For him to want to leave the country is a little weird. He would have to start all over back here again in the US. So I don't know if I 100% believe this, but here's where I start to turn the tide on what I think, and this is my opinion, is going on. Soldier Boy came out and he basically did a Q&A kind of a deal. And he said that he had a Cameo account. And everybody knows, like my husband has one, that you record messages for fans and they pay you, birthday messages or whatever have you. So Soldier Boy had a Cameo account. They told him they do not send money to Nigeria. They cannot send overseas money to Africa. They do not send it to third parties either. So he told them, "Send it to my wife. She is in the United States. We are legally married. We have this account. Send it to her and she will send me the money." So that is what they did. Now he made $26,000 in Cameo money. That's a lot of money. $26,000 just in Cameo money. He he had it sent to her and she had the check and it was made out in her name. When it was sent to her, he said, "Okay, Lisa, just send me the money." And she goes, "Well, Usman, the money is taxed here in the United States because it's considered some type of income. It is taxed. And for me to send it, it is again fees and tax." And he goes, "Well, subtract the tax and subtract the money out to send it, and then just send the remaining balance." She said, "No, I'm not going to be doing that. I am donating this $26,000 to charity." He said, I can't afford to donate $26,000 to charity. I need the money. I'm taking care of my family. Can you please send the remaining balance? She refused and continued to say she was sending the money to charity. He claims that she showed up with a new car shortly after that. Now, remember, the check is in Lisa's name, and he did show a copy that said cameo Lisa Ham. So, yeah, she came out with a new car. Fancy new car, $26,000. He says he has never at any time asked Lisa for any money that was not his money. He said she had sent him a cell phone for a birthday gift. But in the reverse, he says he sent her a couple $1,000s because she had a problem with her foot. She went to Nigeria and got an infection and had to have her toe, her small baby toe amputated. I don't mean to laugh. It's just that the way he presented it was very funny. But she had to have her toe amputated. So he actually paid her medical bill so she could be taken care of. So he sent her money. And she sent him a cell phone, an iPhone for his birthday. Apparently, that's the only thing he has ever got. He sent her at least $2,000 because she needed it for this foot surgery. Lisa has broke her non-disclosure agreement as per TLC by claiming she was scammed and saying the show was faked, and TLC fired her and Usman. They were both fired from 90 Day Strikes Back. They were both fired from the 90 Day Fiance franchise in a whole. What he is saying is Lisa scammed him, that he put them on the show, that she claimed to be a lot of things that she was not. She catfished him with photos. He did not realize what she exactly looked like. She did use filters. And that also she used racial slurs against him. And that when that was found out by TLC, that was the first nail in the coffin of their firing. So this is a big scandal that's ongoing right now. Lisa appears to be moving on with a new boyfriend. Usman is still married to her. He had a porn star share his music. That lit Lisa up even more. And this is just ongoing. So now we get to look forward to a OnlyFans account from baby girl Lisa. And Lord knows what's going to happen with a Soldier Boy's $26,000. It's out there. It's out there. She had it. She's driving a brand new car. She's got new things and she is taking it to the streets. Meanwhile, poor Soldier Boy is out $26,000 from Cameo. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you this week. I thank you for joining us here on 90 Day Group Fiance. 90 Day Group Fiance. 90 Day Group Therapy. 90 Day Fiance Group Therapy. Oh my God, it's been a long day, guys. Okay, so if you want to continue on the conversation, head over to Facebook. We have a Facebook group, 90 Day Fiance Group Therapy, where we share memes and all kinds of news for the show. Like I said, we broke the Larissa news first. Come over and join us. Invite some friends. We will be back here on Tuesday. We are here every Tuesday live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Big Vito brand. Make sure you click the subscribe button below if you haven't. Click the subscribe button on Twitch. Your subscription helps us keep the Big Vito brand going. We are also available now on Pandora Radio. We are available on Amazon Music and anywhere else that you stream podcasts under the Big Vito brand. Also, check us out at thebigvitobrand.com. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you next time back here on Group Therapy. Bye-bye.